Join Dream Car Announcer at Siesta Musica every Saturday from 2 to 4 in the afternoon dito sa inyong nag-iisang himpilan, Cool FM. Mapapakul ka dito! Every emotion tells a love story at Siesta Musica.
There must be love somewhere in my life. There's something about your touch when I'm
precious and few are the moments we took.
Your greatest love songs all the way from 2 to 4 every Saturday at Siesta Musica. Join Dream Car Announcer at Siesta Musica every Saturday from 2 to 4 in the afternoon dito sa inyong nag-iisang himpilan, Cool FM. Mapapakul ka dito! Reminisce the memories and the good times at Siesta Musica.
early morning sunshine.
Ikaw, mahal, tanging ikaw.
I sail over seven seas to find
Your greatest love songs all the way from 2 to 4 every Saturday at Siesta Musica. Join Dream Car Announcer at Siesta Musica every Saturday from 2 to 4 in the afternoon dito sa inyong nag-iisang himpilan, Cool FM. Mapapakul ka dito!
Lahat ng drama, lahat ng tawanan, lahat ng iyong all-time hits. Ang tanging huntahan ng Masangamaw. #1 sa Mega Manila, nationwide pa. Broadcasting from TGON, TVH Group of Networks. Dito lang sa inyong iisang himpilan. Cool FM! You are listening to Cool FM. Live from Cool Studios. This is koolNews at 6.
Good evening. This is koolNews at 6. I'm Cairo. Saying a restart of peace negotiations was overdue, peace advocate and legal scholar Soliman Santos Jr. has called on the government and the communist rebels to think strategic and focus on laying a path for a principled and peaceful resolution of the armed conflict instead of concerning themselves with the short-term one of achieving military gains. Santos, a retired regional trial court judge in Naga City, told the Inquirer that nothing much has been known after the parties achieved a breakthrough in Oslo in November last year when they issued a joint statement that stated, among others, their agreement to come up with a framework that sets the priorities for the peace negotiation to achieve the relevant socioeconomic and political reforms towards a just and lasting peace. Despite this breakthrough and some indicated basis of unity, there are mixed signals from both sides, not just the government, on resuming peace talks, Santos pointed out. In early September, Presidential Peace Advisor Carlito Galvez Jr. said exploratory talks were ongoing between the parties, first to come up with a vision mission statement for the negotiations, then a framework agreement that would be the basis for a final peace agreement. Santos noted that even after the Oslo breakthrough last year, fighting between government troops and New People's Army rebels continued in various parts of the country. The problem blocking even that initial way of peace at this point is that both sides are more concerned in the short term with their respective military efforts, gains, or regaining ground on the war front, he said. If the goal or vision is a principled and peaceful resolution of the armed conflict and there is a need to unite as a nation and resolve the reasons for the armed conflict, then why still kill each other and innocent civilians caught in your crossfire? Santos asked. Silencing the guns, not necessarily laying down arms while giving honest-to-goodness peace talks a fair chance within a reasonable time frame and with a favorable climate to address the root cause is the reasonable and sensible thing to do. Sincerity has to be proven in considerate deeds and measures by both sides to build the necessary mutual trust, goodwill, and confidence, Santos added. In an earlier statement, Communist Party of the Philippines Chief Information Officer Marco Buena said there is an urgent need to resume peace negotiations between the National Democratic Front of the Philippines and the government of the Republic of the Philippines, claiming that the socio-economic problems and political repression which underlie the civil war continue to worsen. While waging armed resistance, the party and revolutionary forces welcomed the possibility of resuming peace negotiations to serve as an additional platform for the people to assert their aspirations for social justice and genuine democracy, said Valbuena. He said the NDFP maintains a policy of keeping its doors open to any offer from the GRP to talk peace by mutually acceptable principles of national sovereignty, democracy, and social justice. In opening the National Peace Consciousness Month celebration on September 2, President Marcos underscored the need to focus on the transformation of our country towards a more inclusive, peaceful, and progressive society. For us to move forward as a strong, undivided nation, the government will continue to pursue a principled and peaceful resolution to internal armed conflicts, with neither blame nor surrender, but with dignity for all, said Marcos. Vice President Sara Duterte did not reveal her future political plans when asked by reporters on Wednesday, but she has made one thing clear. She's never teaming up with the Marcoses again. On the sidelines of the House of Representatives hearing, Duterte was asked about her plans, particularly for 2028 or when the next presidential elections will be held. According to the Vice President, she will give an answer by the fourth quarter of 2026. A follow-up question was then asked if she would team up with the Marcoses. As of now, this very minute, I will announce that if I will run by the fourth quarter of 2026. Duterte said, never again. Sit down tayo, she added. Prior to this, Duterte was also asked if she regrets joining the unity team, the campaign team that featured her as president for Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s running mate. The vice president also said such a topic needs a sit-down interview. I'm just thinking that this is part of my journey as a government official, all these things happening now, she said. That's quite long It needs a sit-down interview, Duterte added. Policemen arrested a man and confiscated his unlicensed handgun after he allegedly posed as a police officer in Pulong Marago village in nearby Angola City on Monday, September 16. In a statement on Tuesday, the Angola City Police said Station 3 received a call from a concerned citizen who reported that a man with a gun tucked in his waist was posing as a policeman at the Honey Hotel. A team of lawmen was deployed to the hotel to verify the report. Their policemen coordinated with the management and knocked on the door of the man's room. The policeman knocked on the suspect's door and saw in plain view an improvised pistol on the bed. The officers then instructed the suspect to lift his upper garment, revealing a firearm tucked in his right waistband, which led to his immediate arrest, the city police said. The lawmen confiscated the two pistols, one loaded with a 5.56 caliber bullet and the other unloaded. The suspect, identified only as alias Roel, failed to produce pertinent documents for the guns and now faces charges for violation of the Comprehensive Firearms and Immunization Regulation Act. And now for the weather updates, Tropical Storm Helen is expected to exit the Philippine area of responsibility within a few hours on Wednesday, according to the State Weather Bureau. As of the Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical, and Astronomical Services Administration's 5 p.m. update, based on all available data, Helen was estimated at 930 kilometers east-northeast of extreme northern Luzon, packing maximum sustained winds of 84 kilometers per hour with gustiness of 105 kilometers per hour. Helen is forecast to move northwestward for the entire forecast period and exit the Par region in the next 3 hours, Pagasa said in his advisory. Throughout the forecast period, Helen remained far from the country's landmass but enhanced the southwest monsoon or Habagat, which brought rains in many parts of the country. The 8 tropical cyclones this year are forecast to remain as tropical storms and may gradually weaken over the East China Sea. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. on Wednesday called on government workers to be transparent and accountable to ensure that they would serve the public with integrity. Marcos made the announcement at the awards rights for the 2024 Outstanding Government Workers in Malacanang. Let us continue to live by our constitutional mandate that public office is a trust. We should remain transparent, accountable to all our people, and to serve them with integrity, loyalty, and efficiency, he said. Marcos then recognized the efforts of the awardees, stating that their efforts would be emulated by other government employees. If government workers are determined to realize one good idea, they can make it happen, said Marcos. There are many people who are also willing to sacrifice, volunteer, and offer help as long as they it feel it is for a good cause, he added. The award ceremony is a culmination of the search for outstanding government workers, an annual recognition offered by the Civil Service Commission under its Honor Awards program. The program aims to motivate and inspire government employees to improve the quality of their performance in public service careers. And a mere gossip was how Senate Minority Leader Quino Coco Pimentel III viewed the latest talk about a retired chief of the Philippine National Police who was allegedly on the monthly payroll of Philippine offshore gaming operators. I heard what he said. It is only at the level of dismiss. Hence, I don't want to dwell too much on it, Pimentel said in a message to reporters on Wednesday. The senator was reacting to the testimony of Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation POGO Senior Vice President of Security and Monitoring Cluster retired General Raul Villanueva during the hearing of the Senate Committee on Women on Tuesday. Villanueva claimed hearing talks within the intelligence community that police officials, including a former chief PNP, allegedly received bribes to help dismiss Pabon Tarlac Mayor Alice Guo or Guo Huaping escaped the country in July. He repeatedly stressed, though, during the hearing that the information was not verified. Senator Ramon Bong Revilla Jr. Nevertheless saw the need to reveal the identity of the former official so as not to put the entire police organization in doubt. Of course, everyone will be suspected. That's unfair. They should really disclose who that is, Revilla said in an interview in Quezon City. For former Senator Panfilo Lacson, however, it is no longer surprising if indeed there were rogue policemen and other government officials receiving regular payroll loss and some extras for assisting in the escape of Guo, considering the extent of Guo and her group's influence and connections. But they include a former CPNP or chief PNP. If intelligence reports were credible as exposed by the POGO official, it's not only alarming but reprehensible, Lacson pointed out in a separate statement. All that being said, let me reiterate my appeal to our intelligence and investigation agencies to leave no stone unturned to reach the logical conclusion by filing criminal charges and having all those involved convicted and given the commensurate jail terms they deserve, he added. Lacson also headed the PNP during the time of then President Joseph Estrada. It was Senator Rizal de Veros who disclosed last month that Guo and her siblings allegedly paid 200 million pesos to flee the country without being detected by law enforcement agencies. It is now 6:11 in the evening, and we will have more headlines when we return here on koolNews at 6. Stick around, we will be right back. Welcome back to koolNews at 6. The Polytechnic University of the Philippines Open University System held its first class in Manila City Jail Mill Dormitory on Wednesday as a commitment to more inclusive and equitable education in the country. The PUBOUS on July 2 signed an agreement with the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology and the Manila City Jail to offer tertiary education to persons deprived of liberty. The BJMP said the agreement is part of the rehabilitation program for the PDLs. According to the PUBOUS, 72 PDLs participated in the class. They are enrolled in the Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in Marketing Management program. The atmosphere was filled with enthusiasm and determination as the PDL students embraced this unique opportunity to further their education. The PUBOUS Facebook post reads, "The initiative equips them with valuable knowledge and skills, instills hope, and empowers them to envision a brighter future beyond their current circumstances," it added. The university also said it will continue to conduct synchronous classes for the PDLs to provide them with the same academic opportunities and engagements as their counterparts at the main campus. Last March, Bicol Southern Party List Representative Brian Raymond Yamsuan said sending PDLs to schools would avoid repetitive offenses and would improve communities. He cited 2023 data from the Department of the Interior and local government showing that a total of 19,299 PDLs managed to continue their education while being in BJMP facilities through educational partnerships. At least 5,927 PDLs were in the elementary level, 9,549 were in junior high school, 3,407 were in senior high school, and 416 were in college programs. 44 PDLs completed their degrees in 2023. Okay, we have no new headlines as of this time. Well, we will look into the other ones here. Just give me 1 second here. Okay, for whatever reason, I wonder what happened with HD2. Let me double check. It's a commitment to more. Okay, what? Wait, what? Is HD2 glitching? A commitment to more inclusive and equitable education in the country. Oh, it is glitching. That's weird. Okay, anyways, we're not gonna waste much time here. Maybe my internet is breaking. We don't know. Let me just double check here. Okay, anyways, let's continue with the headlines from around the world. As strong winds and heavy rains slashed Singapore on the evening of September 17, doubling trees, snarling traffic, and causing damage to a glass canopy outside UOB Plaza. A resident who lives near Mount Faber told the Straits Times that he was running up the hill when he experienced strong winds and saw tree branches falling. The next moment, one part of the tree that was in front of me fell, he said, adding that it was the first time he had witnessed a tree falling since he started exercising in that area about 5 years ago. The route is a one-way road, so all the vehicles and I had to turn around and leave the area. Photos and videos seen by Street Times show falling trees in various locations in Singapore, including Beach Road, Sini Avenue, Jalan Mbina, on the Pan Island Expressway before the Bukit Timah Expressway exit, and on the Central Expressway near the Yio Chu Kang flyover. In one video, an uprooted tree opposite Park Royal on Beach Road is seen causing a standstill on a 3-lane road as motorists try to maneuver their way out via the rightmost lane. Excuse me about that one. Another photo taken in Jalan Mabiba shows a car struck by a fallen tree and a lamppost. Let me check the HD2 again, just to make sure it's working. Another photo taken in Jalan Mabiba shows... Okay, the HD2 is fine now, thankfully. So maybe my internet is acting up, I really don't know, but don't have to worry about that in the meantime. But anyways, let's continue. Mrs. Rachel Fan, age 41, told Street Times that she walked past the area with a friend and saw the scene. While we were shocked, we thought it was a miracle that the car remained largely intact, the Human Resources Manager said. On the West Coast Highway, Mr. Muhammad Elfi was on his way home when a big branch fell on top of his car before he entered the Capel Viaduct. But fortunately, I did not sustain any injuries, so I did not stop and continue my journey home, said the 37-year-old sales manager. Former President Donald Trump on Tuesday made his first public appearance since Sunday's second apparent assassination attempt against him, with an overflowing crowd chanting "God bless Trump" and "Fight, fight, fight" as U.S. Secret Service agents surrounded the stage to protect the Republican presidential nominee. It's been a great experience, Trump said in an evening town hall in Flint, Michigan, about holding events with thousands of supporters. But he also went on to call running for president a dangerous business akin to car racing or bull racing. Only such questionable presidents get shot at, he said. Earlier in the day, Vice President Kamala Harris struck a measured tone, even steering clear of mentioning Trump by name in an interview with black journalists that starkly constructed with the former president's own highly contentious appearance before the same group. The two candidates briefly put their differences aside in the phone call Trump described as very, very nice, even as crowds booed when he mentioned Harris by her first name. It was very, very nice, and we appreciate that, Trump told his supporters. Harris said earlier in the day that she told Trump there is no place for political violence in our country. Both sides are ramping up campaigning with no changes to Trump's calendar despite the apparent assassination attempt at one of his Florida golf courses, which has renewed accusations by Republicans that Democrats' criticism against Trump is inspiring violent attacks. Let's get into the showbiz happenings now. Margot Robbie's movie based on the live simulation gaming series The Sims is confirmed to be in early stages of development. Robbie's company, Lucky Chop, which was behind the successful movie adaptation Barbie, will produce the upcoming film alongside another board game adaptation, Monopoly. In February, the Hollywood actress told Variety that they want to create films that will have the same impact as Barbie. We want to make more films that have the effect that Barbie has, she said at the time. Why can't it be another big, original, bold idea when we get an amazing filmmaker, a big budget to play with, and the trust of a huge conglomerate behind them to go and really play? I want to do that. The Sims is part of Hollywood's latest effort to cash in on the video game adaptation craze sparked by hits including Super Mario Bros. And Sonic the Hedgehog. The much rumored project is being developed for the big screen by Amazon MGM Studios. Video game giant Electronic Arts announced at its Investor Day event, among broader plans to expand its growth Deep Sims franchise. And into the local showbiz, Sandra Lemonon recalled the hardships she and husband Som Mercado experienced prior to their recent Bali wedding, revealing that among these was when their son Zaya, age 2, suffered from seizure the night before the ceremony. The celebrity mom disclosed this in an open letter to Mercado via her Instagram page on Sunday, September 15. What a journey has it been to get to this very moment, she began. It hasn't been smooth sailing nor easy as we had to face many hardships together. Lil Z had experienced a seizure the night before our wedding due to his high fever coming back, she revealed. Yet, on the day of our wedding, we could feel the strength, guidance, love of your papa and God as they were holding our hands every step of the way. Lemonon, who did not immediately expound on the condition of her son, then noted that the day of the wedding, September 8, was also the death anniversary of Mercado's death. Nonetheless, the beauty queen underscored their gratitude for the outpouring love they felt on the special day. And that is it for Cool News at 6. Until next time, I'm Caro. We will see you later for more news headlines with Cool News Prime Time at 9 in the evening.